Hi, this is Chef Mark with Appliance Factory and Fine Lines. I'm here to show you how to make a beautiful fruit display utilizing watermelon and cantaloupe and honeydew and pineapple, berries and grapes. It's something that I really love pulling together for special occasions like a holiday. So I'm going to show you guys how to peel a cantaloupe, and I've showed this to you before on my YouTube channel at Chef Mark Calix. You can find all of the knife skills. But when I cut a cantaloupe, what I like to do is cut off top and bottom, and I cut deep enough that I can see the rind on the inside. What I want to do here is take my knife, holding my knife with the pinch grip away from me. So I'm holding the knife and away from me. I'm going to work away from me. See how I'm falling over my fruit? What that allows me to do is actually see my work a little bit better. And I'm shooting for the inside of the rind. At the bottom, make sure you swoop way in. If you don't, what ends up happening, this is a very common mistake, you end up leaving that little tag right there. And ideally, each one of your panels will be the same thickness, so it gives you a really even look. This takes some practice. This is the identical process for cantaloupe and pineapple as well. Then what I want to do is cut this in half, and whenever I cut this in half, I want to cut it in half on 2 flat spots. That way when it sits down, it sits nice and flat. And then when I scoop out my seeds, don't stab, just be very, very careful. What I want to do is lift the seeds out. I use a large spoon, and I lift the seeds out, try to do it in one shot. You can see I don't have a big puddle of water here. If I were to stab at this, every time I kind of stab, I end up pulling out some of the moisture, and my fruit isn't as nice. For my watermelon basket, I like to just take my chef knife. What I want to do is my first cut is going to be the base. So that's going to allow me to have a nice sturdy place for this to sit. Maybe take a little bit more off. There we go, nice and sturdy. Then I'm going to form the basket. So the handle, I'm going to make the handle cuts. So I'm going to cut this down about halfway through. Come over a couple of inches, cut down about halfway through, and this is the tricky part. I'm going to get my knife in there to make a rotational cut. Be careful that you don't cut yourself. You see my hands up here, and I can pull out this whole chunk of watermelon, forming one of the handles, like so. Now on the other side, same thing. Okay, I've got my basket fully formed. One of the things I like to do with these larger pieces is cut nice slices. I'm going to use this kind of fan out in the back, kind of add some height, a little depth to the fruit basket. So this end piece I'm just going to get rid of. I'm going to fan this out, set that right like so. I think that looks really pretty. I'm going to do something similar up here. I have these other pieces of watermelon here without the rind. This was from the center of the handle. I'm going to do something similar here. Just cut this. And I'm going to use this to fill in different areas of the fruit display as I'm moving. And then I have chunks here. I'm going to dice all this up and add this to the fruit display as it's starting to be built. Now comes the fun part. I've got the watermelon basket started, I've got all my fruit sliced, and I got my watermelon diced, and now it's really just assembling and fanning. So what I'm going to do is take some cantaloupe, and I always like to have 3 colors. I think that really makes this look beautiful. I'm just going to fan this out, and I'm just going to place some of that there. And see how by keeping stuff in order, I'm able to have this kind of, it's almost like there was a natural glue with the fruit that allows it to hold together really nicely, so that I get these really pretty swooping designs. The last thing I want to do is garnish my fruit display with some berries. I have some raspberries here. I just like to go through, and anywhere where I need just a little bit more contrasted color, I'm just going to put bundles. You don't want to just do 1 or 2. It's not enough color to just do 1 or 2. So get them in there, all the little nooks and crannies where you might be missing some of that nice color. And the grapes are really nice as well as a garnish. And what I like to do with my grapes is set like a nice big bundle kind of in the back here to fill in any of those larger gaps that I might have. I cut those into little packages that are easy to pick up. And my loose grapes, again, I can use those to kind of fill in some of the blank spots. So here we go. This is a great way to make a beautiful fruit display with just a few common ingredients, much quicker than dealing with a Parisian scoop or a melon ball. And I think this looks beautiful. This is Chef Mark with Appliance Factory and Fine Lines.